Hey y'all, everybody's talking about this Tina Knowles gumbo situation, so I had to get in on the conversation. The reason that gumbo got shut down is exactly why mine doesn't look the way people expect it to. Let's talk about it. On corporate pop ups, people question why the gumbo doesn't automatically include meat and seafood. Well, let's separate facts from noise. Tina Knowles had a gumbo booth at the Houston Rodeo that got temporarily shut down after a health department investigation. And from what's been reported, the concerns were around cooling, storage, and how the gumbo was being handled after it was cooked. Not seasoning, not flavor, not authenticity, but process. And that's the part most people don't understand. Most people think gumbo is supposed to be one big pot with everything in it: seafood, sausage, chicken, all cooked down together. And from a flavor standpoint, it makes a lot of sense. But from an operational standpoint, it introduces a whole lot of risk because now you're dealing with multiple proteins, all with different cook times, different hold times, different temperature sensitivities, sitting in one big batch. And when you scale that up, you create a situation where it becomes harder and harder to control what's happening inside that pot. Temperature control gets inconsistent. Cooling becomes complicated. And that's where you start getting into the danger zone. So, the Gumbo Gourmet made a decision earlier on to build our gumbo differently. We focus on the base, the roux, broth, vegetables, and the depth of flavor. And then we handle the proteins separately. We're cooking them properly, holding them at proper temperature, adding them at the point of service, which means we control everything. We control the temperature, we control the texture, we control how fresh that protein is when it hits your bowl, and we eliminate a whole lot of risk that comes from trying to do everything in one big pot. Now, people will look at that and say, why is there not a bunch of meat already in the gumbo? And the answer is pretty simple because I'm not sacrificing quality. I'm definitely not sacrificing safety or consistency for the look of abundance. What you think is missing is actually what makes it better. Think about it. Because now you're getting a clean, developed base and proteins that are added intentionally, not overcooked, not just sitting. That's also how you scale. That's how you serve volume. That's how you maintain consistency across 50, 100, 200 servings without breaking your process. We had 3 consecutive perfect health scores when we operated our storefront. No incidences, no issues, and currently serve anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 people per month on pop-ups, corporate catering, and other events. The system was designed for control. Anybody can cook gumbo, but not everybody can operate a system that produces it safely, consistently, and at scale. And that's the difference people miss when these conversations happen. This isn't just about one situation. It's about how people think authenticity means doing things the old way, the way their grandmother did it, no matter what. But real authenticity is understanding the foundation and then building a process that protects it. Flavor doesn't come from overcrowding a pot. Culture doesn't come from ignoring food safety. And quality doesn't come from doing what looks impressive. It comes from doing what works. So the next time you see a gumbo that doesn't quite look the way you expect it to, understand that there might be a system behind it. And the best in the world aren't just cooking. They're engineering the outcome.